Fair use act, nigga.
And Heche's death is bizarre to say the least. If I ain't know any better, I would have thought she got the DMX treatment. Now let's take a look at the footage following the crash. It looks like part of a Hollywood script, I'm just saying. And I'm gonna say it again one more time before this clip plays.
Fair use act, nigga.
Was going on. They couldn't get to that car. They actually had to call in heavy rescue. That's what you see right there.
What number do we see on that truck right there? That number 3. I told you about them 3 6s and 9s. They put that shit everywhere. Now over to the right of the screen, we see the number 69 on that fire truck. In Gematria, Illuminati equals 69. They already tell you with the numbers who behind this shit, allegedly.
The driver, well, LA City Fire Department, their paramedics pulled that driver from that vehicle.
Now just pay attention to the person on the stretcher. This motherfucker pops up like the Undertaker in a buried alive match.
We have tape of that, and then basically had him on a
gurney. We weren't sure what the situation was there on his condition, but then as he made his way over to the ambulance,
you see it right there, he jumps up out of that gurney.
Now I had to pause it and flip it so y'all can see what number this was. Again, there's the 3s and the 6s like I said, but the 63 and Heche equals 63 in Gematria. Again, they telling you by the numbers what it is.
It was horrific, scary for a moment for everybody watching, and then the fire department, well, they had to sedate him and take him to the hospital.
So they had somebody in a wrapper and a body bag just pop up like the Undertaker. And when you look at her death date, at the time of when I got this picture, it just had August 2022, not an actual date. Even when you Google it, it just shows August 2022. Bro, they really playing with our intelligence out here talking about, yeah, she dead. We don't know when she died, but she dead. All this so-called footage, yet they still don't know when the motherfucker died. But on a more serious note, she died in Los Angeles, California at the age of 53, and Los Angeles equals 53, go figure. Now, when you look at the story surrounding the car crash and her death, and one thing stuck out to me, and that was the 59 firefighters that was there to handle the situation or the scene of the crash. Which leads into my next point, where it mentioned that she had been declared brain dead. Notice how they put that in quotes. And brain dead equals 59. Remember how there was 59 firefighters that was there on the scene? Now, I've already talked about how she died at the age of 53. Los Angeles, blah, blah, blah. But her body would undergo the organ donation procedure that afternoon. Let's pay attention to that. Now, if that's not code for organ harvesting, I don't know what is. Because it's interesting they felt the need to point out that she donated her organs and that the hospital staff held an honor walk for her. Like whenever I see brain dead and legally dead in this story, I just can't help but think of the whole DMX situation all over again. And I just found this while recording this video. She was asked on some podcast who she would like to portray her in a biopic. And this was months before she died. And her 2 choices were Miley Cyrus or Kristen Bell. I don't really see the Miley Cyrus one, but I can see the Kristen Bell one. Like, Kristen Bell do look like a younger version of her. But the main point was these motherfuckers really dangling that shit in your face. Pause. And we already knew she was with Ellen back in the day. They dated from, 97 to 2000. Which goes back to what I said, watch who you rub elbows with out in Hollywood. She chose to rub elbows with Drill Bit Taylor. And look what happened to her.